I'm walking into the light, walking into the light. I'm walking into the light with my feet on the ground. I hear your sweet sound and I'm walking. I leave it all behind for the love that is mine, and I'm walking. I'm walking. Walking into the light. I'm walking into the light. Walking into the light. I'm walking into the light. Hand in hand we're home, and we'll never be alone, 'cause we're walking. Faces shining bright, we're together in the light. Yes, we're walking. We're walking. Walking into the light. I'm walking into the light. Walking into the light. We're walking into the light. Walking into the light. We're walking into the light. Walking into the light. We're walking into the light. Chalo, 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 marke ko bende. Chalo, 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 marke ko bende. Chalo, 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 marke ko bende. Chalo, chalo, marke ko bende. Walking into the light. I'm walking into the light. Walking into the light. I'm walking into the light. Walking into the light. I'm walking into the light. Walking into the light. I'm walking into the light. Walking into the light. Walking into the light. Walking into the light.
Now we have our guest speaker, Reverend Kathleen Kerswig, blessing us with a talk which will include the candlelight ceremony of the 12 Powers.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How is everybody this morning?
Good.
Ready to get your 12 powers on?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Good. Hi, Zoom. So I wasn't expecting to be here, and about a week and a half ago, Carmen reached out and asked me if I could do this Sunday morning service, and I said absolutely. Didn't ask any questions, completely forgot how we did it and what we did and all this stuff. So we figured it out this morning together, right? Yeah. So all is well. What we're going to do, and Well, first of all, I want to bring this to your attention because the Daily Word this morning really zoned in for me right away. The very first couple of sentences says, if I identify solely with my human nature, I may feel daunted by my cares and duties and by the state of the world itself. And then it says, when I feel small or ill-equipped to face troubling situations or uncertain circumstances, I remind myself I am never without the power of divine strength within me. And what better segue to go into this idea that there are 12 powers that Charles Fillmore talked about in the early days of unity, right? The 12 powers that are within us already. I can't emphasize that enough. You already have them. The way I work with them is I call them forth when I feel like I need them. If I feel like I need to persevere about something, I call forth the power of strength. If I need to make a really difficult decision, I call forth the power of wisdom along with the power of will. Will is that power to choose. And wisdom, of course, well, we all could use a little bit of that, right? So, but we can work with these, with the combinations. I've done a couple of talks on that as well, but this is our invitation this morning, the first Sunday of 2025, to start feeling what is calling to you. Maybe there's a power or two that you would like to work with throughout the year. Doesn't mean you can't use the other ones, right? But maybe there's something you want to focus on. If you struggle with making decisions, maybe the power of will is something you want to take a look at, right? But the great news is that we all have all 12, and they're never gone. They never leave us. There's an infinite supply. The only difference is our level of awareness, right? So what we're going to do this morning is a little bit different. I'm not going to do a long talk about any of this stuff, but what we're going to do is I'm going to just share a little bit about each power. Elisa's going to light each candle as I talk about each power, and we're going to say an affirmation when I get to it, not yet. When we're ready to say the affirmation, it'll be up on the screen so you can join with me. And I'm encouraging you to make this a contemplative experience for yourself, okay? See what's speaking to you. After we get through all 12 of the candles, then I'm going to take you through a brief meditation to see what comes up for you, and then you'll be invited to come up, grab a candle, and light your little white candle from whatever candle you choose. And we don't have labels out here, so if you have questions, ask me and I'll whisper it to you. Okay? They are going in order, so as we start with faith and then strength and then wisdom, we'll go through the whole line. But if you don't remember what color, don't worry, we'll coach you through it. Okay?
Can we invite the people on Zoom and we can light for them?
Absolutely, or throw it in the chat maybe. When we come to that part in the service, Zoom participants, put in the chat what you would like, and then we'll be able to light a candle for them. That's a great idea. Okay? We're all on board. Great. Okay. So we're going to start with the power of faith. And the power of faith is the ability to believe with confidence and to have conviction. It's represented by the Apostle Peter. Faith is the power to make the possible real. Our very sense of reality depends upon faith. It's the power that realizes, that is, it makes real the images that are held in mind. Through our spiritual power of faith, we perceive the truth of wholeness, completeness, and enoughness. Although we may experience conditions that appear to limit the health of our body, mind, or spirit, in reality, we are, at our core, whole and complete. And so now as we light the candle for faith, the first blue candle, we will say the affirmation together when I get to my sheet of paper. Okay. So the power of faith. Together, By the light of faith, I perceive the truth. In trust, I expect the best. And so it is. Amen. Okay. The second power is the power of strength. And that is our ability to endure or persist. The power of strength is represented by the Apostle Andrew. Spiritual strength is our capacity to stand undaunted in the midst of unpredictable circumstances, to act courageously, and to stay the course. God is our strength, therefore we are strong. We are actually strength itself. We are strong enough to withstand winds of change and shifting tides. We are not immune to challenging conditions. We may sometimes feel weak or helpless, but when we falter, we are bolstered by that power of strength that we have cultivated through spiritual practice. God is our strength, we say. When fulfillment of our desires seems to be taking forever, we call upon our innate divine strength. And so as we light the candle for strength, which is the second candle green, and we are lighting it from the Christ candle in the middle of the table. Together, by the light of strength, I stand steady amid shifting circumstances. I am courageous and tenacious. And so it is. Amen. And you are. The third power is the power of wisdom. It used to be called judgment, and then people started not liking the word judgment.
Right.
Because we were all getting a little too judgy. Judgment, wisdom is the ability to discern and evaluate. The power of wisdom is represented by the Apostle James of Zebedee. Wisdom is applied knowledge, our decision-making capacity through mental evaluation, spiritual discernment, and embodied intuition. God is wisdom. Therefore, wisdom is natural to us. When cultivating wisdom, we draw upon an ocean of wisdom. We ratify pure inspiration by double-checking our thoughts and feelings. We dive into spiritual practices that quiet our mind and open our hearts, so we know what we know when we know it. And so as we light the candle for the power of wisdom, we say together, by the light of wisdom, everything I need to know is within me. I evaluate, discern, and intuit wisely. And so it is. Amen. The fourth power is the power of love, that ability to harmonize, unify, and attract. I love harmonizing. The power of love is represented by the Apostle John. Love is a name for God, the essential nature of God. Love is the highest law of attraction, our ability to harmonize and resolve inner discord. By the power of love, we experience oneness or unity with all. Harnessing the power of divine love, we know all things are possible. We insist on transforming every judgmental or discordant thought, restoring the harmony of a peace-filled mind. We know no other state of thinking. And so as we light the candle for the power of love, the pink candle, together, by the light of love, my thoughts are magnetic. I foster harmony and unity in myself with others in all situations. The next power is the power of power. I like that. That is our ability to master, dominate, and control. Notice it doesn't say master, dominate, control others. It means ability to master, dominate, and control our thoughts, our words, our actions. This power is represented by the Apostle Philip. Power is our spiritual capacity for single-minded attention, integrity in thought, word, and action, claiming of our wholeness and self-determination, ability to tell ourselves the greatest truth we know. As a laser beam of light cuts through steel, spiritual power is focused attention on what is most important. We can achieve self-mastery by cutting through a flurry of random thoughts to identify the truest, noblest, and kindest way to respond in any moment. As we light the candle for the power of power, together, by the light of power, I concentrate on my divine identity. I master my mind with spiritual authority. Thank you. The next one is the power of imagination, the ability to envision, dream, and conceptualize. The power of imagination is represented by the Apostle Bartholomew. Imagination is our powerful capacity to picture what can be and to develop that idea in our minds until we feel its effects while it is yet unfolding. Imagination is also our ability to live into an idea until it essentially becomes our reality. With our minds one with divine mind, we are the creators. We do this naturally, one idea at a time. As we light the candle for the power of imagination, we say together, by the light of imagination, I conceive of possibilities, envisioning my dreams fulfilled. I embody my divine identity. This is the power of understanding is next. It's the ability to know and to perceive. The power of understanding is represented by the Apostle Thomas. Remember, Thomas was the doubting one? Understanding is comprehending and integrating and then living the truth that we know. Principle number 5. If knowledge is acquiring facts, understanding is making sense of those facts by means of spiritual intelligence. We seek understanding in times of confusion. Although we can comprehend intellectually, spiritual realization or the knowledge of our divine nature is the fulfillment of understanding. When we know what we are, we can respond to life's circumstances with spiritual solutions. As we light the candle of the power of understanding, we say together, by the light of understanding, I learn from my life, realizing the truth of my divine identity. I live by insight. The next power is the power of will, which, as I mentioned earlier, is the ability to choose and decide. The power of will is represented by the Apostle Matthew. The power of will is easily misunderstood. Spiritual will means we are not being told by any other person or being what we should or should not do, subjugating our consciousness to any coercive influence or imposed as a lesson or a punishment. Consider that God's will and our spiritual will are one and the same. Will is our spiritual capacity to choose and commit in a state of unity, in a state of oneness, that consciousness of oneness. Together, as we light the candle for the power of will, together, by the light of will, I choose, I commit, I am willing. Next is the power of order, which is the ability to organize and balance. I'm always calling on the power of order during the year. The power of order is represented by the Apostle James of Alphaeus. God is order, the organizing principle revealed in the pattern and sequence inherent in all life. As such, order is never an imposed outcome. Instead, order is our capacity to organize thought and action, to adjust to changing conditions, and to evolve. When centered in order, we get into the flow, waltz around some seeming obstacles, and float along on the current of life. We master order when at times of seeming disorder, we adjust gracefully and keep moving forward on our path. As we light the candle for the power of order, we say together, By the light of order, I am capable of orderly thought and action. I adjust to changing circumstances easily. I am eternally evolving. And so it is. Amen. I am eternally evolving. There's no graduation, folks. Just a little reminder there. We're going to grow until we leave this realm and move to the next one, right? Grow some more. The power of zeal is our next power, and that's our ability to motivate and to be passionate, right? That fairly sizzling with zeal. Charles Fillmore has famously been quoted when he was 93 or 94 years old. I fairly sizzle with zeal to do what is mine to do. The power of zeal is represented by the Apostle Simon the Canaanite. Spiritual zeal is the harnessing of enthusiasm as fuel for purposeful living. Zeal is an attitude of forwardness and boldness. Zeal is single-minded devotion to one's purpose. The word zeal and audacity, frequently associated with negative acts, convey the potency of this power to be wholehearted. We say, I'm all in, or yes, or go team. Zeal supports our four brain powers. The four brain powers, by the way, are faith, imagination, understanding, and will. And zeal supports all four of them. And so as we light the candle for the power of zeal, we say together, by the light of zeal, I am enthusiastic, audacious, and devoted. I live passionately, daringly, and wholeheartedly on purpose. Well, it got cut off, so sorry. I live passionately, daringly, and wholeheartedly on purpose. Thank you.
There, it didn't end up changing color.
Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that. Okay. You were supposed to guess that last line. Now we move to the power of elimination. It used to be called renunciation. Then they changed it to elimination. And now some unity ministers and churches are saying releasing. I stuck with elimination. Not ready to move forward again yet. But elimination is that ability to release, to deny, let go. Not denial in the, nope, that's not happening even though it's in front of me. Not that kind of denial. But the denial of, I give no power to this challenge, to this problem, to this fear, to this obsession, whatever it is. I'm not giving it any power. That's the denial we mean. The power of elimination is represented by the Apostle Thaddeus. This is our ability to release false or limiting beliefs and to recover awareness of our inherent divine identity. Release is a healing practice, a cleansing of the mind, and a clearing of debilitating thoughts. We have lofty intentions for this year that spread out before us. We are needed in this world to be the light of the world. Our spiritual work involves releasing patterns of thinking and behaving that dim our light. Yeah, do not dim your light, friends. We need you. And so as we light the candle for elimination, we say together, by the light of elimination, I cleanse from my mind false ideas of lack and limitation. I let go of the finite to reveal the infinite. I eliminate a false sense of self to reveal my true divine identity. And finally, the 12th power is the power of life, that ability to energize, to vitalize, to remember we are whole and healthy at our core. The power of life is represented by the Apostle Judas. Life is our forward, onward, and upward power, our ability to flow our way from good to good. By the power of life, we give life to our dreams and intentions. Our power of presence is the distinctive, unrepeatable expression of divine identity we each can be, the light of the world. God is life, and therefore we are life. We live knowing nothing is missing, withheld, or broken about us. What that means is even if we feel broken at times, we are not. We honor our feelings. It may be the circumstances in the moment, but the truth is that we are never broken. All that we could need for life, we already have within us as whole spiritual beings. And so as we light the candle for the power of life, we say together, by the light of life, I am ever renewing and ever expressing. I give life to divine ideas. All that I give life to lives. I am the radiating light of presence. And so it is. Amen. And so now what we're going to do is I'm going to invite you into a short meditation. And after I get through reminding you of the color and what the ability is for the particular power, when you're ready, you may come up and pick up a white candle and light the white candle from whatever power you feel drawn to. Okay? So you don't have to close your eyes during this meditation. You can if you want to. It's up to you. And again, our friends on Zoom, go ahead and put in the chat what you would like to light up, and someone will do that for you so that everyone will have participated. Okay. So let's start by just taking a nice deep breath together. Feel your body relaxing into the present moment. With each deep breath you take, the muscles relax. Your focus is in the here and now. We now consider the 12 powers which reflect our divine nature. The power of faith, represented by the dark blue candle, is our ability to believe with confidence and have conviction. The power of strength is the ability to endure and persist, represented by the light green candle. The power of wisdom, our ability to discern and evaluate, represented by the yellow candle. The power of love, represented by the pink candle, is our ability to harmonize, to unify, and to attract. The power of power. Power is represented by the purple candle, and that is the ability to master, dominate, and control our thoughts, words, and actions. The power of imagination. It's the light blue candle, representing our ability to envision, to dream, to conceptualize. The power of understanding, represented by the gold candle, is our ability to know, to perceive clearly spiritual solutions. The power of will, represented by the silver candle, is our divine ability to choose, to decide. The ability of order, represented by the olive green candle, is our ability to organize and to balance. The power of zeal, represented by the orange candle, is our ability to motivate, to be motivated, and to be passionate. The power of elimination, represented by the brown candle, is our ability to release and to let go. Allowing Divine Spirit to take it. And the power of life, represented by the red candle, is our ability to energize, to vitalize, to claim our wholeness. And take a deep breath. See what power speaks to you. And when you're ready, you may come up and light your candle. For those of you on Zoom, you may put your power in the chat.
This one's for Patty. This is wisdom. Which one is wisdom? Sorry.
Yellow.
I'm gonna do understanding for somebody on Zoom. Which one is understanding?
Understanding is gold. That's the Christ candle.
I'm not gonna see the other two for the next one. Order is
you and hold the candle up.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Scott, can you put so we can see the well, the chat, but I need to see so we can ask people how to put it in.
Okay.
No, the Zoom, the right.
Okay. Yep.
This is Carlos. Oh, what? She said power too? Sorry. What was power?
Power is, nope, for purple.
Sorry, I missed that. I was thinking power of elimination. Bob, can you put in the chat if you want us to light one for you?
You did, yeah.
He did?
I did.
Did? I don't
did.
see it. Oh, because it's into Unity, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's for Bob. Well, we're gonna ask her. Yeah, we'll do one for Anna. Okay. We need a few more Annas. Anna, what power would you like us to light?
She had to leave.
No, she's there.
Oh, yeah.
She's right there.
Hold your candle up until you light it. It's going to drip the wax.
All right. Which one did you want for Anna? Love.
Pink.
Anna, this one's for you. I'm gonna give this to.
I invite you all now to look at the candles burning in front of you. Our friends on Zoom, look at the candles on the table. And know that those powers are already there. They're already working for you. I have chills moving up and down my body right now after saying that. It's here, it's now, we can use them any way we want. Let's light up this world, friends. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
You may blow out the flames.